Clients that are searching for copywriters are on LinkedIn every day, searching for writers just like you to help them with their business. And you won't show up in those search results unless your profile is properly optimized. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this video. By the end of this video, you're going to know the exact steps to take to show up in their search results. I'm also going to show you the exact sections of your profile that a client jumps to immediately after they receive your cold pitch and check out whether or not you are right for the project. I'm Christine. I'm a former 9-to-5 salesperson that reinvented myself as a freelance copywriter. Now I'm teaching other aspiring freelancers how to master the art of cold pitching on LinkedIn so they can ditch their 9-to-5 job, ditch the boss, the toxic office politics, the commute, all of the stuff that I was able to escape from by becoming a full-time freelance copywriter, even though I had no experience. So if you are a beginner or you're just looking for more freelance clients to increase your income, you're definitely going to want to like this video and subscribe to my channel because I'm putting out 2 new videos per week, giving you all of my best advice for free. I'm going to go ahead and give you a tour of my LinkedIn profile. Let's dive right into it. Now, something you want to be aware of is your profile photo. You really just want to make sure it's a professional looking photo. Not everybody is going to have a professional headshot, and that is okay. You just want to make sure it is clear, it is well lit, preferably not a selfie because again, it doesn't look as professional. I've seen a lot of men use photos of them at a wedding because they happen to be in a suit. So get really creative, but just make sure it is a clear photo. If you want to take your own well-lit photo against a white wall, just make sure that you look inviting and trustworthy and not like you're having a mugshot taken. It's a good idea to go around and look at the profile pictures of other people in your industry that you'd like to emulate because you see they're successful. Look at how they're presenting themselves and try to emulate that look. The banner behind your photo is something newer on LinkedIn. It's not 100% necessary, but it is real estate for you to be marketing yourself, so you might as well fill it out. You can create this for free on Canva. As you can see, mine is straight up ugly. It is what it is. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to let people know what it is you do. Now, the next most important thing that a client is going to look at is this headline. So as you can see, this headline is maxed out to the maximum amount of characters and words. Again, this is valuable real estate, so you want to fill the headline with as many keywords as you can. As you can see here, when you go to edit, it will allow you to fill this out as far as it can possibly go. Now, while we're here, you always want to make sure that your current position is filled out as a freelance copywriter because the current position is going to show up here. So what shows up right here next to your profile is really important. Basically one of the most important things because it indicates that you are a writer. Now, here's where a lot of copywriters go wrong. So what this is right here is LinkedIn pulls your work experience and pulls it up here into this section. Now, let me scroll down to my work experience. As you can see, I have this filled out that I'm a freelance technology copywriter. Where a lot of writers go wrong is they do not fill out this section and it shows up blank right here. If you go to B2B tech writing, you can see I created a company page. So this is what it looks like to people. It's basically like I didn't put any effort into this. It just really is supposed to link out to my website. Make sure that you create a company page here for yourself. You don't have to have it fully decked out. I know as copywriters, it can be exhausting to have to fill out all these different profiles. Just make sure that you make your own little logo here and your own little company page on LinkedIn. This is made for free in Canva. Anyway, as you can see, guys, you don't have to be completely perfect. It just has to get the message across. Now, let's keep talking about this top section here. So the most important parts to fill out are going to be your photo. Make sure it's something that looks professional, well lit, and makes people trust you, makes you feel warm, welcoming, and trustworthy. Make sure that your banner, if you're going to create a banner, just says what it is you do. Make sure your headline is completely filled out. That has a lot of search engine power and will help you show up in your ideal client's search results. So you want to fill that out with keywords, and you want to make sure that it's obvious right here what it is you do. If any of these tips are blowing your mind, comment down below and tell me what you took away from this video. I guarantee you there's probably one section of your profile that maybe you didn't think to fill out, and I would love to hear your feedback. The next part of your profile that a client navigates to is the About section. You can pretty much copy and paste what you have on the landing page of your website into this section. If a LinkedIn profile is your resume, you can think of the About section as your cover letter. It's basically just further explaining what it is you do, who you do it for, and the best way to reach you. I chose the short and sweet option. My profile does tend to show up in a lot of searches, so I probably could improve this, but it's working for me for now. Some of my students have filled out really great About sections that basically read as a sales page. That's something I definitely want to change on my profile, but I just haven't had the time. Just remember with your about section, you are a writer and you will get judged on how you write this section. So keep it short and sweet if you don't feel super confident because you're new. It's better to keep it short and sweet than to have something really long. Long works too, but don't overwhelm yourself with work. Just make sure that it says what you do, who you do it for, and the best way to reach out to you if they're interested in copywriting services. Real quick, if you are watching this video and you're wondering where are these high-paying clients she speaks of and how do I find them, you are going to want to register for my free live workshop. I have 3 live dates at the end of November, beginning of December. You will find the link to registration in the description box below. I can answer your questions at the end because I will be live. I'm so excited to host this workshop because I'm going to show you where to find the high-paying clients, how to find them, and how to break past all of the mental barriers that newer freelancers deal with. So do not miss this workshop, and I'm so excited to interact with you. You can find that in the link in the description below. Register, save your seat because seats are limited. Next is the featured section. I really like the featured section of LinkedIn because it's basically showcasing your portfolio. You can have your best work featured on this page. For me personally, I don't get to have my name put on the majority of my work. I do a lot of ghostwriting. I write a lot of blog posts for my clients, and especially if it's copy like emails, it's definitely not going to have my name on it. Anytime I've had an article published that does have my name on it, I tend to put it in this featured section. A lot of companies, when things shift around, will take you off of their page, right? That's why you never want to rely on links. As soon as a client publishes you, you want to download it as a PDF, especially if it has your name, and save it as the version that it was when you wrote it. The tricky thing with online writing is that they can go back, change your work, remove your name, do whatever they want. Technically, they have ownership of your work. If you go to this article now, first of all, I don't even know if this article is up, but it definitely doesn't have my name on it. They removed my name from it when I no longer was contributing to the publication, and I wanted proof that I did write this. So always save your work as a PDF. So I have that saved as a PDF. Let's see if my name is still on this one. Yeah, my name's still there. So that's cool. They kept me. Gotta love it. Have your best work in your featured section. It basically is like a mini portfolio. It's not going to be an extensive display of all of your work, just the stuff that is the most appealing about you. Now, if you go down, first of all, just keep this in mind too with your activity. Anything that you like, comment, and share is going to show up in your activity feed. This is a great way to learn about potential clients on LinkedIn, but you also want to be really careful about the stuff that you are liking and commenting on. Just keep in mind that it will all show up for a potential client to see in your activity feed. And here's the work experience. You really just want, again, this to be a keyword optimized title. Freelance copywriter is a basic title, but you can get as creative as you want to pack as many keywords as possible. So if you want to say freelance health, content, and copywriter, some variation based on your niche. Even if you're brand new, I definitely recommend that you at least have the time period be at least 1 year. I just think anything less, it's more just a vanity thing. Also, it's not like a resume where dates need to be exactly to the T of like start date, end date, start date, end date. Whether you're hired for a freelance role really depends on the strength of your portfolio and your marketing versus like, hey, when exactly did you start doing this? It's just not something that should be, that's typically asked by clients. And if they are asking that, it's probably a red flag. Again, I'm just writing a very basic blurb about myself. I don't remember the last time I updated this. This is not very strong. I have updated my writing website more recently, but this is definitely not like the best representation of an about section. But again, it doesn't need to be. So that is a tour of the most important sections that you should fill out in your LinkedIn profile. There are just certain sections that when you cold pitch a client on LinkedIn, which if you download my free guide, you will learn how to do that. They're going to take a look at your profile and they're going to navigate to these different sections. And if you can have these sections filled out at the very minimum, you have the best chance of a client hiring you for freelance copywriting work. If you want to fill out your LinkedIn profile and start using LinkedIn to land high-paying freelance writing clients, but you have a full-time job, that can be a really tricky situation. And I've created an entire video about how to use LinkedIn, even if you are working full-time without your employer knowing. I give you my thoughts about why it's okay to be using LinkedIn for this purpose. Despite being employed full-time, I acknowledge that it's not easy for everybody who's working full-time to be open about looking for freelance writing opportunities. So now that you know a little bit about how to fill out your LinkedIn profile, do not miss this workshop. You can find that in the link in the description below. I'm going to show you where to find the high-paying clients, how to find them, and how to break past all of the mental barriers that newer freelancers deal with. Save your seat because seats are limited. Bye.